Hey guys! So today's video is going to be my 2017 beauty favorites, but I thought I would throw in a makeup tutorial as I was talking about them. I just love the idea of creating a makeup tutorial with the products that I just have been my holy grails throughout 2017. Before we get into this video, I would really love for you to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell down below to be notified for future uploads. Today's notification shout out goes to Alexis Tolliver. Thank you for having my notifications on, and if you want one, all you have to do is turn my notifications on and comment below #notification_squad. I want to do a giveaway every single month of 2018. So basically, with my monthly favorites, include a little giveaway there as well. But I'm going to show you some of the products now. I'm going to go quickly through them. It's a lot of products, so I don't want to take them out and waste too much time. This video is going to be like 20 minutes long, so get a snack ready, to be honest. First up, we have the Marc Jacobs Snake Charmer lip gloss set. So it comes with 5 lip glosses. Next, we have the Urban Decay All Nighter Duo. These are full size. I have a bunch of lashes here. These are the Kiss lashes in Boudoir. I do also love New Balsam lashes. These are Russian Black. These are Bella's in my favorites. I'm wearing them right now. And the last pair of lashes is the Au Naturel from House of Lashes. Next, we have Fenty Beauty. This is the Killawatt Highlighter Duo in Mean Money and Hustler Baby. This is the Desi X Katie highlighter in Fuego. This is the Too Faced Born This Way ethereal setting powder. We've also got a bunch of KO polishes, kind of a random assortment of nail polishes to give to you guys. I've also got this Artist Couture highlighter in the shade Cocoa Bling. This is the Laura Lee Cat's Pajamas eyeshadow palette. I've also got the Yes Please eyeshadow palette from ColourPop, the Dream Street from ColourPop, and the ColourPop and Laura Lee Los Angeles collab. These are Super Shock Shadows from ColourPop. And we also have the Natasha Denona Holiday eyeshadow palette. Last one is the Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions palette. We've got 2 ColourPop Supernova shadows. We've got quite a few ColourPop lippies. These are the Kathleen Lights ones. And then this is the Laura Lee Los Angeles and ColourPop lip trio. Also got the Kylie Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Cupcake. Also have the Fenty Beauty Lip Stunner in the shade Uncensored. We also have the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. We have this Jeffree Star Lip Scrub. We have the Kylie Cosmetics Taper Blending Brush. And we have the Too Faced Glitter Pop Peel Off Eyeliner. Last but not least, we have the Huda Beauty Lip Set. All the information for how to enter will be down below. You must be subscribed to my YouTube channel and you must be following my Beauty by Laura Cristina Instagram. So if you want to win these goodies, you definitely have to check out below because you have to enter through the link, through the Rafflecopter link. So click the link and enter your information and you'll be entered, and you could do other entries such as following me on Twitter, Snapchat, things like that to get bonus entries. This giveaway will end on February 1st. So without further ado, let's get into my 2017 favorites. My first favorite product is the Murad Soothing Skin and Lip Care. This is an amazing lip product. I definitely use it as a lip hydration balm, and it's amazing. My favorite primer of the year, hands down, has been the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I absolutely love this primer. I use it in almost every tutorial, so this should not be a surprise. I do take this all over my face. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't make my face cakey. It actually just blurs out the pores and makes the foundation just look a lot smoother. The next product I've actually been loving, these are the Iconic London Illuminator Drops. Basically, this is a liquid highlighter, and I like to place this down before my foundation. It makes it look a lot more hydrated and like luminous. The foundation that I've gone for this year has been matte, and mixing a matte foundation with the illuminating drops is amazing. It's an amazing idea. I basically just take this all over my face and then I use my beauty blender to blend it in. Now, as you can see, it does cause a very nice illumination. It doesn't make me look like a grease ball, and it's just really, really pretty. For foundation today, my ultimate favorite foundation shouldn't be a surprise to many of you, but it's a very controversial foundation. It is the Huda Beauty Full Filter Foundation. This is in the shade Cheesecake. If you are looking for a drugstore alternative, because right now this foundation is sold out everywhere, the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Foundation is a good option. They actually have very similar formula and consistency. They're very moussey-like texture, but they give full coverage and they leave you feeling like semi-matte while giving you a nice sheen, especially when using these illuminating drops. The Huda Beauty foundation has had a lot of controversy because a lot of people don't like the way it looks on their skin. I think it works really well on my skin. I do have dry skin, but when it dries on my skin, it leaves it semi-matte, not entirely matte. And I just love the texture. It's actually, even though it's a mousse, it's not too heavy on my skin. And I just love the way it makes my skin look. It does give a very nice coverage with a beauty blender. Usually the beauty blender takes away some coverage, but it didn't for this. And I just absolutely love the finish, and it definitely blends really quickly. That's what I love about it as well. and it leaves your skin looking flawless. For concealer, I have two that are my absolute favorites of the year. The first one is the Tarte Shape Tape. That's no surprise to anybody. Everyone loves this concealer. It's amazing. The alternate to the Shape Tape, and actually I think it's a very similar consistency as well, is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I think this is a great formula. It's $6, I believe, and it's amazing. And you can't go wrong with a $6 concealer when it has a very similar consistency to the Tarte Shape Tape. I just dot this under my eyes, and I'm gonna mix both colors and blend it in with a beauty blender. I'm also gonna take this on my lids just to act as an eye primer as well, and the center of my face, obviously, to highlight the high points of my face. Before we move on to cream bronzer, I just want to take a bit more of the iconic drops on the high points of my cheeks just to add a layer of highlight. Looks gorgeous. Now I'm actually going to cream contour, one of my favorite products of the year. It's actually a cream bronzer really, because it's too warm tone to be considered a contour shade. The Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. It is the most gorgeous cream bronzer ever. I just love this so much. And I'm just going to take this all over my cheeks just to warm up the skin a little bit. I do have a few loose powders to talk about, but I'm not going to use them in this video, but they're definitely in my yearly favorites. And if this were a normal day, I would definitely bake under the eyes and the center of my face, because that's where my concealer tends to like rub off. Like that's the first thing to go in my day. As soon as I start sweating, that's what comes off. My favorite translucent powder of the year has been the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, and this is one universal shade. I love this powder so much, and I would bake under my eyes with this. A drugstore alternative to that pretty pricey powder is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. Oh my gosh, this is like $8 to $12. I can't remember exactly how much. This is amazing for the price, and it does essentially the same thing. The only thing is that this is a lot. I think you could get this in different shades, but this is in translucent, so it's a translucent setting powder, this particular shade. So it does come off a little bit white, and I believe it kind of leaves a white cast, so you gotta be careful with that. This one does not. It's absolutely gorgeous in photos, and I love them. But for the purposes of today, I'm actually just gonna set my under eye with the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, which is also in my yearly favorites. I love the crap out of this, and I just can't get enough of it. I think it's a very good contour palette. I take the lightest shade on this Sigma tapered highlighter brush, and I pat it under the eyes and on the lids as well to set the concealer on the lids as well. I like to pat it, not swish it, because then you move all the product around essentially, so you gotta be careful with that. I also like to take it down the center of my face, because that's again the first place that the concealer moves when I start sweating. I'm not going to set the rest of my face. Huda Beauty actually recommended that you don't set your face if you have dry skin when using her foundation, but I want to include this in my yearly favorites because it's a very great powder. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder, and this is in the shade medium. It's such a gorgeous powder, and it leaves your skin nice and matte and set, and your foundation does not budge under this powder. It just leaves a beautiful finish. A great alternative to the contour kit that I was just talking about, the Kat Von D. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Palette Contour, and this is in the shade Dulce de Leche. It comes with one contour shade and one powder shade. This is my ideal color in a contour. I don't like too much of a gray contour, which some contour palettes have, but this one's perfect. I actually also want to mention this fan brush. This is the Morphe S23 fan brush, which I have been loving for contour. It gets right up in there and it blends it out really nicely. I'm also going to contour my nose using the same contour palette. You know, the nose has got to be snatched. And I forgot that I actually do want to I want to bake under the contour, so I'm going to use the Coty Airspun for that. I'm also going to bake on the side of my nose. While that bakes, I'm going to do my eyebrows. My eyebrows are microbladed, but they are fading, so I do have to do quite a bit of work on them. Since they're microbladed, I don't have that many brow products to talk about. This is not a shocker to anybody. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use the shade Soft Brown. A good alternative is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Chocolate. This one's $8, this one's like 20 something dollars, so you know, up to you. They're pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna use the Micro Brow Pencil from NYX. I have a few palettes to talk about. I don't even know which one I'm gonna use for this particular tutorial, but I want to talk first about the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. This has to be my go-to palette. Like, I've used it 700 times this year. Like, it's amazing. You have so many options of what you can do. You can do a smoky eye, a warm toned, or a pop of color. You can do so many different things with this palette. It's just an amazing palette. Also wanted to talk about the Laura Lee Los Angeles Cat's Pajamas palette. I just think it's very nice for every day, and I've been loving it a lot since it came out. Like, literally I've been using it almost every day. More affordable options include ColourPop. This year ColourPop came out with pressed eyeshadows and pressed eyeshadow palettes, and they're amazing. My favorite has to be the QAF. This is the Yes Please. It's very misleading. I keep doing that though. I absolutely love this palette. I think it's great for everyday wear as well. You have very many options of what you can do. And more recently, I have actually been obsessed with the Kathleen Lights ColourPop Dream Street palette, and I think this is the one I'm going to use today. I've been using it so much since it came out, since I got it. I absolutely love it. I think it is also great for everyday, but you can have your pops of color as well. So I think I'm going to use this one today. I'm going to go in with this shade right here first. I'm going to go ahead and take that shade all over my crease and a little bit above. I also want to give a shout out to this brush. It's the Morphe E27 brush, and it's the most perfect taper blending brush that I love. The next shade I'm going to take is this chocolate brown right here. This is going to go in the outer corner, and I'm taking it on a smaller brush. And I'm just also going to pretty much take this in the crease too, but a little more precisely. I'm also really quickly going to take it on the same brush on the lower lash line. The next thing in my favorites are the Stila Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadows, and this one particularly is in the shade Smoky Storm. I don't have a favorite, but I love that Stila came out with these sets. They're actually like smaller versions of the original size, but a cheaper alternative definitely is the ColourPop Supernova shadows, and I have two right here. This one's in the shade Hard to Impress, and this one's in the shade Dragon. I'm gonna swatch them right now. I just think that they are so amazing for, I think, $5 or $6, you know? And I just can't wait till they come out with more colors. I believe they recently launched a few more colors, but I can't wait till they come out with even more. They are definitely metallic and just beautiful shades and a beautiful formula. I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch the Stila Smoky Storm just so you can see the comparison. This one definitely has a lot more glitter. It is glitter and metallic, and which is fine. It's a different type of formula, I guess. But this is the one that I'm going to use on my lid. So let me go ahead and do that. This is a lazy girl's dream. I decided that I think I want to do a pop of color on the lower lash line. So I'm going to take the shade right here and a pencil brush and just go ahead and sweep that under the lid. I'm going to go ahead and take the other teal shade that has a little bit more shimmer and put that over top, because it's definitely looking a little like I went crazy black eyeshadow. Alright, I have a few eyeliner favorites, and the first one is definitely my absolute favorite, and this is the Too Faced Sketch Marker. I think that the felt tip is so amazing, and it helps you get that perfect sharp wing, which I absolutely love. A great drugstore alternative though is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. This is not a felt tip, this is one that you like dunk in. This is super dried out, so I can't even use it. I have to buy a new one. And another great alternative is the NYX Matte Black eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, which is also absolutely amazing. A few gel eyeliners that I love. This is the Inglot gel liner in number 77. I love this eyeliner. And a great alternative is the Maybelline Eye Studio Hot Eyeliner. And then a pencil eyeliner that I love is the NYX Très Jolie eyeliner, which Kathleen Lights raves about. I absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and talk about false lashes, and I'm going to come back to eyeliner after I'm done putting them on. So my lash favorites for the year, this one is the more affordable option. These are the Kiss lashes in the style Midnight. I absolutely love these. They're super easy to work with, super easy to put on, and they're light and flirty, and they still look glam. But my absolute all-time favorite eyelashes of the year are the New Balsam Bella lashes, and I'm actually giving a pair of these away. But I do want to give a quick shout out to two different lash glues. This one is the House of Lashes lash glue. I think it's amazing. And this one's also the Tarteist Pro lash glue, and this is the white one. You don't want the black one. The black one sucks. But these are very good lash glues. I use them every time I put on lashes. They're just so good. Oh, also a quick shout out to this tool. This is the Tarteist lash tool, and it helps me so much putting on these big lashes because they have such a thick lash band. It's very difficult sometimes. This helps me out so much, just getting them on just right. So I'm gonna put them on off camera and I'll be right back. So yes, these are the lashes. They are a bit dramatic, but I'm absolutely in love with them. After I put on lashes, I definitely like to go in with liquid liner or even gel liner and just coat the top. That way it doesn't like really show the lash bands when you're like blinking and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and tightline and waterline with the NYX Treasure Lee eyeliner. My mascara favorite of the year is definitely the Benefit Roller Lash. I think it gives great volume. I use this on a daily basis when I don't wear false lashes, and it gives you great volume and lengthens and separates and looks really good. But I'm using this today for my lower lashes. It has a really nice applicator for the lower lashes. It's very thin and it is plastic, but I'm moving on to highlighter, and for this there's just so many highlighters that I've been loving. This is the ColourPop Press Powder Face Highlighter in Here Kitty Kitty. The only thing I don't like about this is that the name is not on here and I just have to memorize. This is it right here. It is gorgeous. It is very pigmented and it's like $6, so who can go wrong with that? The next one is Ofra Nikki Tutorials Everglow. The top is broken and it's just like I don't want to hold it up. I love mixing these two shades right here. It gives a blinding highlight, and yeah, that's it. We have the Desi X Katie Dose of Colors. This is in Fuego. I absolutely love this highlighter. It's a great formula and it's blinding, so I love it. The last one is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Highlighter in Hustla Baby / Mean Money. I tend to use this one a lot because it's also blinding. And as you can see, all of those highlighters have very similar color shades. I'm going to use the Dose of Colors one. I also want to give a quick shout out to the Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush. It's a very good highlighter brush. I'm gonna take that there. We blind. I also love putting highlighter up here. Also going to use the same exact highlighter for the inner corners of my eyes. For blush, I found this very difficult to choose a blush because I just use a different blush every day. I don't have a particular blush that I use like 58,000 times throughout 2017, but I did use this one a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it a little bit. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Barely Legal blush, and it is a very nice shade right here. I made quite a bit of a dent into it. The blush pans are very large in Kylie Cosmetics, and it is a nice rosy shade. It'll last me forever, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. I also want to give a quick shout out to this brush. This is the e.l.f. I think it's a powder brush, but it doesn't have a name on it. I really like this brush for blush. It's very nice. For lips, I have 3 favorite lip formulas that I have been loving throughout 2017. This is the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in Uncensored. This is an amazing formula. It's semi-matte, but it does transfer a little bit, so I can't lie about that. But the color is the most gorgeous, and as she states, it's a universal red. It definitely is. It's absolutely stunning, and I wore it for Christmas. I would wear it every single day if I could pull off a red lip every day with my job. I only just got this in December, but it has made my yearly favorites because it's the most perfect red. I just love it. It's amazing. The next, it's kind of random, and I don't even know if ColourPop sells this anymore. Ever since Kathleen Lights came out with the KO Polish Lips and Tips collection, I've been re-looking into the ColourPop ones that match the nail polishes that she came out with, and I rediscovered my love for Aquarius, but in the lippy sticks form. This shade is so gorgeous. If you can see right there, the formula is great. It lasts all day, and this is what I've been wearing every single day in December. My absolute favorite formula of a liquid lipstick is Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm not a huge fan of the person. I say this every time I mention Jeffree Star, but I just have to mention it again. This lip formula is amazing. So this is his matte liquid lipstick in the shade Mannequin. I did wear this on my wedding day, which was in 2016. I've been loving it since then. It goes on smoothly. It stays on all day. It's really nice matte. It doesn't budge and it doesn't crust up, and it doesn't dry on the lips. It doesn't crack. The formula is great. I do have a bunch of Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, but this one happens to be my favorite shade, and this is the one that I'm going to be wearing with this look today. The last thing I have is setting sprays, and my #1 favorite setting spray is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I have like 500 of these. I think it's amazing. But 2 cheaper alternatives that I've been loving throughout 2017 since they came out is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I love the fact that it's a continuous setting spray. So like if you see, it just like continues to spray. So basically, I'm just gonna use it. And it's the most fine mist ever. It keeps your makeup in place all day and I love it. And I also been loving the Milani Make It Last setting spray. It's very cheap, it's very affordable, and it also does the same thing as the other ones, but it's drugstore, so it's awesome. I'm also gonna use it too, because why not? So that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed my 2017 beauty favorites video along with this little makeup tutorial that I did for you. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!